On my birthday, I accidentally found out that the boyfriend I had secretly loved for 3 years and happily dated for one was actually hired by my father. It was a 1-year contract with an 8-figure payout, and his mission was to make me realize the hardships of dating for love so that I'd accept an arranged marriage. Standing at the corner of the corridor, I overheard my boyfriend on the phone with my father. "Don't worry, Mr. Hill. Everything is going exactly according to plan. I'll crush her hopes. I guarantee that before the contract expires, she will be entirely done with me. After that, she'll willingly marry whoever you've arranged for her." I quietly followed him back to his private room, only to hear his friends teasing him. "Man, that heiress is so incredibly gullible. You put on a little show and she bought it. She's so naive. You didn't actually fall for her, did you? How much longer do you have to keep this up anyway? Ruby has been waiting for you for a long time." He let out a low grunt in agreement. "She's just a client, and a client whose contract is about to expire at that. Besides, her dad just paid way too much to pass up." The group paused for a second and then burst into a collective roar of laughter. Standing outside, I smiled too. I had heard of renting a girlfriend before, but this was my very first time encountering a professional boyfriend. Since everyone here was such a brilliant actor, it would be a shame not to play this game to the bitter end. After all, wouldn't it be a waste of Mr. Hill's massive investment otherwise? I composed myself and put on a mask of sweet, spoiled innocence as I pushed open the door to the private room. The moment the door swung open, the roaring laughter inside instantly died. When Jacob Gray saw me, a flash of panic crossed his eyes, but it was quickly masked by his usual, deeply affectionate facade. "Nat, what took you so long?" He walked over, naturally reaching out to take my hand. I resisted the urge to pull away, letting him hold it. In fact, I even leaned against his shoulder and said sweetly, "Overtime ran a little late today. What was everyone chatting about that made you all laugh?" Ruby Meyer sat opposite us, holding a glass of red wine. There was a triumphant smugness hidden in her eyes. "We were just talking about Jake's past," she said in a coy voice. "Nat, you have no idea. Back in our school days, Jake was the ultimate heartthrob. His suitors would practically line the street, but his standards were so high that he didn't care for any of them." With that, she shot me a loaded look. "Who would have thought that a wealthy heiress like you would be the one to snag him in the end?" If this had been before, I would have felt jealous over that subtle claim of ownership, and I probably would have picked a fight with Jacob. Yet now, I felt like I was watching two monkeys fight over a banana. I let out a soft chuckle. Slipping my hand out of Jacob's grasp, I picked up a glass of water from the table and took a sip. Well, of course. After all, the Hill family just offered far too much to pass up. My tone was rather nonchalant. The room instantly fell dead silent. Jacob's face froze for a second, his expression shifting.